Alright, guys and girls, it's time for me to do what I do best, which is cover news that's already late. To cover news that's already been covered days after it's happened. But I'm sure any Last of Us fan already knows that the first image from the show has finally been released. And it was released by Neil Druckmann via Summer Game Fest with Jeff Keighley, which I was already watching anyways as a video game fan and a Jeff Keighley fan. That was just an event where they announced new games and stuff like that. And at the event they revealed that they're doing the Last of Us original game remake, which was already rumored and leaked anyways. But they also had Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson on the show, so that was cool. They're talking about that they're going to be in the show. Alright, so here's the image. This is the image that I posted on my Twitter, and it's a little darker than when I first saw it. I saw it on my phone, and it was darker on my phone. So looking at it here on my computer with the more light to it, but then I found another picture online that was even lighter. So you can see a whole bunch of things in here. Obviously, Joel and Ellie right here, which is really cool as to how much they're doing the game, because you spend a lot of time in the game kneeling behind things, kind of just waiting for these creatures to go by, or hopefully they don't find you. So this is a clicker right here, and it's an advanced stage clicker, so that could tell you a bit more about how far they are along in the world, because there's stages to like this disease where you kind of just start going crazy a little bit, and eventually gross spores show up all over your face, and eventually you just turn into a giant beast covered in like spores. But I mean, in this image, this here almost kind of looks like it may have been added in later. There's just something about this image that makes it doesn't look like it's actually there in the room like they are. So I don't know, it could be doctored a lot. I mean, it could be just, this almost looks like, just looking at it now when it's lit up more and enhanced, this looks like it's kind of real and everything else, and it's like kind of green screen almost in a way. That's kind of just the vibes I'm getting, because this shot here of them kneeling behind this could be taken anywhere. Though it looks like it's taken, well, this scene looks like it's taking place in like the library, or because I know they go to a library or something, the Boston something, and you can see the flags in the background, like more than flags, and this here looks kind of like, or a museum, yeah, a museum, that's what I was trying to say. This here looks like some kind of old clothing that's just sitting on display, as you would see in a museum. But something about this image kind of makes it look like that everything beyond this is kind of added in. Because they could just get a shot of them doing this and add whatever they want in the background. So this could be right here, all real and on set. But there's just something about this image that's making me think like maybe this here is from something else, and they just green screen this back in, or photoshopped it, or whatever. This here in the background could easily almost be a shot from the game itself that they just stuck in the back and combine it with a picture of them kneeling, because but this little wooden structure here looks like it's something old and beat up, and it could be part of a museum, but it could be anything. This here could be from anywhere in the world of the story. So it's kind of hard to say, but just looking at now, when it's more enhanced, it does seem like maybe these aren't actually shot together. But yes, you can see the scarier click. All the clickers are scary, but when the clickers get to this stage and their face is just, you can't even make out what it is, they're like the worst kind, because they're just terrifying. But I love just how much like the game this is, where I'm thinking that a few times in the show they're gonna have a moment like this, but they're not gonna do it like it would be in the game, where almost every 5 minutes you're kneeling behind something, waiting for a creature to go by, or hoping it doesn't see you. But it's a really cool first image, and it's exciting. Right now, just today is like, what, June 11th? and they officially wrapped filming yesterday, according to Craig Mazin and everybody else. You can see here on Craig Mazin's actual Twitter account that it's a wrap, 13 hours, so this was yesterday. And this right here, I don't know what this is, like, because he posts lots of stuff about all types of stuff. So this here isn't Last of Us related, from what I can see. Also part of the show and game announcement was the reveal that the original voice actors from the first game, Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker, are going to be in the show. We have no idea as to what roles. Hopefully, I mean, I was assuming they were going to be in the show somehow, like maybe even just as a side character. So who knows what they're going to be doing, if they're going to just be like a kind of a main, not a main character, but like a tertiary character that maybe has a couple scenes. Or maybe they're in one scene, or who knows, maybe they just play clickers and you can't even see their faces, so you don't even know it's them. I doubt they would do that, but that's just kind of like, there's really no way to know. But as you can see, hashtag Summer Game Fest. Jeff Keighley, and this was like the last part of the Game Fest show. So kind of like they went out with quote unquote bang, having Neil come on, talking about the actual, confirming the remake that everyone already knew about, showing the show, an image from the show, and showing that Ashley and Troy are going to be in the show. So, you know, it's a pretty big day for the actual Last of Us in general. And I'm actually going to follow this video up with some more things, because I don't want to put it all into one video. I want to keep it under 10 minutes if I can, because I actually managed to get some footage of myself yesterday from the very last day of filming, and it was crazy. They're actually filming just near where I live, but I'll get into that in the next video. That's just a little teaser. So like and subscribe, and then watch the next video.